Hope everyone's doing well. I had to cut my evening short, which was probably for the best anyway, but after pulling these cards out in order to get them shuffled again for the next read, it kind of explains exactly probably of what happened and why I had to cut my night short. So the unicorn is the symbol of like a free spirit. It is the bridge between I just wrote these down. It's actually the bridge between the physical world and the higher spiritual realms. Focused mind, inner truth, awakened truth, a pure heart, untamed nobility and goodness, infinite potential, hope, and childlike wonder. Healing and renewal. The horn purifies water, deep psychic and emotional healing as well. It has connection to the Celtic and the Scottish regarding connections in alchemy. So, alchemy. And then we've got underneath that, we have the rodeo, which is, cowboy boots, cowboy hats, and a clown meant to distract, right? Next card is the takeout food. The takeout food is wrapped in plastic. It is in foam or styrofoam, and it's overall very suffocating and in a toxic container, right? This can cloud one's spiritual clarity, making it dull and heavy. It also talks about the disconnectedness from the earth and the reliance on external forces to sustain your body. It also talks about the convenience, it's outsourced energy, and a lack of mindfulness intention because it's prepared by strangers and eaten outside of the home. But also, I found interestingly enough, it has an energy transfer part to it. The energy from whoever made the food goes into the food and it might be a stressed or chaotic or busy energy because of the environment it's in. If it's fast food, especially if you're going through the drive-through, it's meant to be fast and to you quickly, right? It's connected to a rush lifestyle. It lacks a spiritual covering to it, and it's wrapped in the plastic and whatever. So then we've got the beret, and the beret, this was inspired by Prince's raspberry beret, the kind you find in a secondhand store, right? So that's kind of talking about that secondhand energy that's coming from that food that had happened. Maybe someone is like a happy-go-lucky person, pure of heart. They run through the drive-through. They get their food and it's like a energy transfer of whatever somebody's thinking about at the time when they're making the food, because we've got the thoughts card here. These are unbalanced thoughts, right? And it could even be something about something to do with a black widow. A black widow, folks. Anywho, someone's having unbalanced thoughts regarding a black widow. They're making the food, they're giving it to someone in the takeout window, and they go ahead and they take it away from the window secondhand, right? It went through two different sets of hand into my hand. We've got the number 24. These thoughts are coming from someone who's just an imperfect person. I mean, almost every single human, I would say probably 99.999% of the people are really just imperfect people, right? This could be a two-faced individual. This person could be a Gemini. Who knows? Maybe this is their second job, right? Lucky for the person who got the food, they might be wearing a red bracelet. The red bracelet has a sense of protection in it, right? A sense of focus. I know there's more to it because I researched it before I put it on my arm a couple days ago. And it really created a pickle for someone. I'm so sorry. And it might have had to involve a guy who has a buzz cut. This will all make sense in a minute, I promise. So anywho, somebody gets their food, somebody gets their takeout, they eat their food. This person's having these unbalanced thoughts, whatever. It's this whole push and pull thing going on here. Um, Sometimes you're just not paying attention, right? Sometimes you are thinking that you're supposed to push the door open, but it actually says pull on it. And here you are trying to push a situation where it just wants you to pull just a little. There's a place setting here. Everyone's in their places, right? Everyone's expected to be there. Maybe someone was expected to go through this drive-through at the time of when they went through. Who knows? It's a mystery how things kind of happen, right? It's a magical mystery how those kinds of things happen. It's like you just have a thought that you're just going to go ahead and go to this place and do this thing, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, it was already meant for you to do that. It was already a planned situation, perhaps. So not only does this person have the red bracelet on, but they also have the mind, body, and soul connection to the Most High, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, saving this individual's life, throwing them a line. And this life preserver is on multiplication, folks. There is no end to this coverage that this person has. Regardless of how much they just think that they're living in a push and pull environment, no matter how many times that they thinking that maybe, just maybe, that was just a dumb thing to do, right? Somebody upset the apple cart. Somebody got upset the apple cart, and someone got burnt. And I'm telling you guys, I'm the one that got burnt in this situation. I got burnt. Because you know why? Because of the turnip. The turnip is about gut health. The turnip is about blood pressure. To stay rooted, inner strength, basic nourishment. Oh my goodness sakes, you guys. Oh my goodness. And it just puts somebody into the state of just, oh my gosh, with the frantic, frizzy hair. That was me, folks. That was me tonight. And that's why I had to cut my night short. But handled it with such dignity, right? Just such dignity. Especially this guy at the counter with the buzz cut. The poor guy almost threw up on himself, folks. And I'm not laughing because he almost threw up on himself. I'm laughing at why he almost threw up on himself. And I totally understand. And I had to apologize. And I'm just like, I had an order I was working on, right? I was trying to collect the order. And I just had to leave with emptiness. I had to leave with nothing. Seriously, I had to leave with nothing. Something was swapped. The karma, the hurdles. I had so many hurdles today. I was so left out to dry. Maybe this person who placed the order was feeling like they were left out to dry, and they were kept having to go over hurdles and hurdles and hurdles with the long, awkward silence. You guys, I asked, and I'm going to put this out there, and there is no shame here because it's a natural occurrence that happens to everybody. But I asked them at the store, may I use your restroom? And the lady at the pharmacy was very, very short with me. She didn't even turn around to look at me, and she said, no, the bathrooms are closed for the evening. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm just feeling my stomach just go because I had just consumed some takeout. Boy, was I in a pickle for sure. So then I go up to the lady who's getting the item out of the counter that I needed to bring to my customer. And I told her, I understand that the bathrooms are closed right now. This is also the third attempt I tried in order to be able to use a restroom at any of these places, right? And I said, I understand that the restrooms are closed right now, but could you please just make one exception in this case for me, please? I would really appreciate it because I'm going to be in a bad situation if you say no. I'm sorry, but the bathrooms are closed. We can't open them for anyone right now. All right. I understand, right? Just being this magical unicorn. So I proceed to take the item that she gave me, and all of a sudden my stomach was not going to have it anymore. My stomach was not going to hold on to it anymore. There was absolutely nothing that I could do. Nothing. I took really small steps. I was going to just go to the register, do what I had to do, and then just go ahead and walk out and go ahead and just take care of this last delivery because I thought, I got this. Oh no. That whatever bacteria that was, that did the whole secondhand mind transfer of whatever this individual, maybe it was even in his hands. I don't know how fast it goes, folks. I don't know how fast that kind of stuff works. All I know is I ate that food, and maybe about 20, 30 minutes or something go by, and that bacillus was not having it, folks. And I feel so bad. I feel so bad for this guy. If y'all could have seen the look on this man's face. And I told him, I said, the most embarrassing thing that probably could ever happen has happened. And he said, I'm sorry. I said, I'm pretty embarrassed right now, but I stood there with dignity. But the poor man was almost gonna just I'm sorry. Oh gosh, was I ever in a pickle? I'm really sorry. But this was me. And this is my reading. I'm sorry. But I'm literally laughing about it because the guy at the counter just like really almost threw up. And he was so nice because he was apologizing to me. And I was apologizing to him. Yes, folks, I really did just share that on video, on a live video. But I'm human. Such an imperfect person, and my body was not working with me right because of whatever takeout food that was. Could have been the takeout food, it could have been the offerage of water that someone gave me. I don't know. But whatever it was a transfer of energy. And I was able to alchemize whatever that person had in their system. And literally, it just went right through me. I had to cancel the order. They had to reassign the order to someone else, and I can only hope that this man who made the order to pick up whatever it was that needed to be picked up wasn't left out to dry too long. But I was literally left out to dry. So, sorry, not sorry, but like super sorry. With that being said, folks, if you can't laugh at yourself and your circumstances, then what can you laugh at? Make it a great day, folks. There's something in everything, every point of it, regardless of how ridiculous, embarrassing, or whatnot it is, that can make it a great day. Take care. Oh my goodness. Thanks for being here. Bye.